recorded, so if you go in the next 2 weeks only to the YouTube page for San Mateo Library, you'll be able to do this class. And then after that, the Vinyasa class will be for 2 weeks, and then they alternate. But when this session ends end of May, my classes won't be on their site anymore. They're gonna not have them up there. So, okay, so let's start sitting tall in the chair. And Amarani, you're welcome to join in if you've not done chair yoga before. I encourage you to start. I call it also office yoga. So office or chair yoga, depending where you are. We're just going to close your eyes. If you're at home and have a choice between a couch and a chair, go for a chair so that you can sit tall. You can use a pillow if you need, if you don't slouch your back. Sometimes in a couch, you kind of want to slump over. So that's why a chair is nice if you can have the option. So let's close the eyes. Okay, we're gonna close the eyes, ground your feet if you're home and want to take your shoes off. It's nice to sometimes feel the bare feet on the floor so you can really sense it, feel it. Let your hands rest on the legs. And just take a few slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. And continue. Just slow, deep breathing. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Nothing to do, but breathe slow and deep and rhythmic. We're just keeping the body in I call it mountain pose. So you're sitting tall, but still relaxed. Try not to tense. Just feel, so let's actually lift your shoulders up to the ears and then drop. We'll do more movement after, but do that again. You inhale, you just shrug, slide them up to the ears and drop. And again, inhale, slide the shoulders up to the ears and drop. Let's do one more time. Breathe in, shrug, squeeze, and drop. And then eyes closed. So you're relaxed but alert. And whereas we slow the breath down, start to feel your body, scanning it with your mental awareness, just aware with eyes closed. You're not looking at the body in the mirror, you're just feeling it, sensing it, observing what's going on. Let's rub our hands together. If you want to join in with me, I'm going to chant the sound of Om, A-U-M, the mantra, the universal mantra, with all the sounds. They say all the sounds of the universe contained in Om. Let's focus at our heart with the eyes closed. Breathing in together. Om. 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Lowering the head towards the heart. We're going to place one hand on the stomach, one on the upper chest, and we're going to do one breathing exercise before the physical movement. So let's start with the belly breath. You inhale, push the belly forward with your inhale. So you're just purposely breathing pushing the belly out. You can think of a balloon expanding on the inhale, releasing on the exhale. The hand's just there for feedback so you can physically feel the expansion of the lower abs, lower stomach. At the end of exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine. See if you can get a little more air out. And then in the next part is called 3-part breath or full yogic breath. So you first breathe into the stomach, but then the ribs and side ribs and back ribs and the middle torso, then the upper torso expands. It's all connected. It's like a wave. You're inhaling. Lower to upper torso, exhale, release like a balloon. Inhale, lower to upper. The whole balloon expands, exhale, release. But you're going slow at your own pace. Try that a few times. Full yogic breathing. And then release your hands, release that specific breath, and now just slow breathing through the nose. Stretch your hands to the knees, straight arms, sitting tall. Okay, we're gonna round the back on exhale, starting our warm-ups, connecting the breath to the body. And then we're gonna inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the heart, shoulders back, a little back bend. So your exhale round gently through the upper back, inhale, arch. Exhale, round, inhale, arch, cat-cow. You're going on your own pace. You're moving your own spine. You may want to close your eyes to really feel the movement, but feel any tightness in the back, getting some movement through the vertebrae. Exhale, rounding, inhale, arching, keep going. And then on the next one, when your back's rounded, scared cat, hold there. And then neutral mountain pose. We're going to stretch the arms up on the inhalation, interlock the fingers on the exhale, and then turn the palms skyward, thunderbolt pose. And hold here, stretching the arms up. Taking slow breaths, feeling that expansion on the side ribs, upper ribs. When you breathe in, arms lift, exhale deeply. And then release your hands, let the palms face each other, upward hand pose. From here, we're going to swing one arm back as far as you can, and then you switch. The top arm can also move back towards the back, so you just swing opposite, shoulder warm-ups. And then release in both arms now. Inhale up, exhale down and back. Inhale up, exhale down and back. And you can modify for any injuries or pain in your joints. One or two more. Arm swings. And then release, close your eyes, observe your shoulders and your arms. And now neck turns. Slowly turn the head side to side. And then center the head, and now little circles in the air with your nose. Reverse direction. And then find center. Stretch your hands down towards the floor, about 45 degrees towards the ground, sitting tall. I'm going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder for a neck stretch. And then take your right hand, lightly touch the head if you want to go a little bit deeper, no strain. And switch, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And lightly touch the head, reaching the right hand towards the ground and hold. And release. And then take your arms out in front of you, thumbs face down. Open the arms back and then one hand over the other. And then back and then switch. Other arm on top. And then you're going to go as fast as you can, crisscrossing the arms. And release. Arms up like a scarecrow shape. The arms are going to move like this. We're going to bend at the elbows. Palms down and up, down and up. You got a little deltoid strength, but it's just more, we're doing this just to move the elbows and the shoulders, and then try one up, one down. And then up, and now keep the arms up, the elbows in line with the shoulders, take the elbows back, center the head and sit tall. We're going to breathe in and gently twist to the left, breathe out, twist to the right. On your own, inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. And just like that, back and forth. And then hold there, and then let's inhale up, reach for the sky. Exhale, lean a little forward, forward bend, take the arms back and up till the palms face the ceiling. And then inhale up, palms forward, arms as high up as you can. Exhale, lean forward, half forward bend, hands back and up. On your own, inhale, exhale. Just a little hinge at the hips. One more. And release. Rest your hands on the legs, close the eyes, observe the shoulders, the back, and the body. Okay, now let's take our legs wide for spinal circles. I'm gonna bring your hands above the knees, make circles with your spine. Now I don't play music when I'm teaching online because just so you can hear me clear, but you're welcome to play some maybe soft mantras if you like, or some music, maybe no words, nothing too distracting, only if it supports your practice, feel free. And then go the other direction, little circles. If not, the breath is your music. In traditional yoga, you're just not really music, just the breath is the music. So you follow breath. Maybe inhale as you go back, exhale forward, go as big circles as you like. When you feel done with both sides, come back to mountain and close the eyes, and we'll pause and observe the back and the hips. And now we're going to lift one leg up, take the hand under the knee, either leg, and go up and down with the knee. And side to side. And then circle for your hip joint and the sciatic joint. And the lower back. You want to go higher, bring the hand to the shin. You might rather go to the armpit. If it's your right knee, it goes to the right armpit, and then sit tall. Try not to lean back. Okay, while we're here, let's circle the toes. For the ankle. And then release. When you're done, close your eyes. Notice that hip and ankle compared to the other one. Maybe subtle. See what you notice, and then switch. Lift the knee up and down. Side to side. Circle the knee. Other direction. If you want to go higher, hold steady, a seated lunge. You can bring your hand to the shin, maybe bring the knee to the armpit. If it's your left knee, go to the left armpit. And then instead of leaning back, sit tall. And then relax. Let the eyes close. Observe the body. Oops, I forgot the ankle. Let's lift that same leg, the one you just did, and then circle the toes. And then release, and then close your eyes and observe both hips and legs and knees and ankles. Okay, then now we're going to lift the toes and lift the heels. Toe, heel, toe, heel. You can stay seated the rest of the class if you need. This is chair yoga. You can do yoga from a chair or wheelchair. You don't have to stand. So just do your best to modify the movements if I'm standing, just because I'm not going to go up and down every pose. So just do your best. If we're standing, you might just do the arm movements or whatever you can do. For those that are, I'm sorry, if you're seated, follow the movements, just do the arm movements or modify as you need. This next one, it's called sit and stand. We're going to start to ease into standing. It's actually from I teach senior fitness classes sometimes too. So for balance and strength and fall prevention. This isn't a yoga pose, but let's do this because it's good for the leg strength. And we're going to not just stand up, but 10 times up and down, sit and stand. If you can do it without your arms, cross your arms like this. If you need support, bring your hands on the chair and you can use that to assist you to get up. I'm going to go up and down 10 times. Otherwise, up and down. Have your toes forward, up and down 10 times. The hands are like this if you don't want to be tempted to use your hands. It's like squats, kind of like squats on the chair. You get a half a second break. I'm on 5, halfway done. If you don't want to do 10, just do 2, whatever you need. You do about 10. Sit and stand. And on the 10th one, stay standing if you want. Shake it out. Good work. And then go to the right of your chair with your left hand on the chair if you're standing. So again, just follow along with the movements as best you can. If you're seated. Hold on one sec. Okay, so we're going to place your feet together. Your left hand's on the chair just for support, or you can reverse that and mirror image me as you need. We'll bring our feet together. We're going to lift your left leg up and down. If your left hand's on the, sorry, I'm just going to say the side I'm on, but reverse it if you need. So if I'm on the right side of my chair, the left hand's on the chair, then I take my outer leg, the right leg, up and down. 5 to 10 times. Or shift a weight to one leg. Getting that hip joint moving. About 5 to 10 times, and then you'll switch. You could just stay actually on this side when you switch legs if you want and still hold the chair. And then release, take your feet hip width apart. If you want to hold the chair now, probably stand behind the chair so both hands can be on the chair facing the chair. Toes parallel. And then we're going to bend the knees, drop the hips. It's kind of like we did before, sit and stand, but we're not going to go all the way down to the chair. There's no support. So go halfway down, but hold. And then inhale, join in if you're seated with the arms. One arm up, exhale, release, and switch. One more time each side. On the mighty pose, or take both arms up. You want harder, feet together, and hold. And then up to standing, release, and now big arm circles. If you need the support of the chair, you do one arm at a time. Otherwise, both arms. Big circles. Reverse the direction. And release, shake it out. Let's circle our fingers. We didn't do our wrist circles yet. So just draw circles in the air with your fingers. Both directions. Keep going. And then release. And now, if you need more support, bring your chair up to a wall like that. Otherwise, just where you are, just make sure you don't push your chair over. We're going to do a standing lunge. I'll show this seated lunge. You're going to lift one knee to the chest seated. Standing lunge, you face the side of your chair. Bring the left hand on the chair. Take your right foot up on the chair. And then you shift forward so that you're stretching the left psoas. You can go back and forth. 3 or 4 times. If you're on a wall, you can hold if it feels steady. The back heel may not touch the ground, that's fine. So if you're on a wall, you can do this. Your right foot's on the chair and you're on the wall. You can shift forward so you're stretching the left psoas. Then you can even crawl your hands up the wall to lengthen the side body and really enjoy a nice lunge. This is one way to do a lunge without having to get down on the ground. And release. I'll show a low lunge for those who want to use the chair, but you're okay to have your knee on the floor. We'll do that after. Okay, if you're seated, lift your other knee to the chest and hold and breathe. Standing, take your left foot on the chair. If you don't have a wall, just hold the chair back. You could stay on this side or switch sides on the chair. If you have a wall, maybe shift more forward, push the right hip forward if your left leg's bent. Make sure your knee's okay. And maybe you can walk the hands up the wall. Lunge posture. Hold and breathe. Try to align your upper arms alongside the ears so your head's not looking up or down, but you're neutral in the neck. And release. Relax. If you need to sit, take a break. For those of you who want to try a floor, low lunge, but you want the support of the chair a little bit, you come down. If your knees are okay with this, probably cushion your knees with the carpet. You come down onto your knees, step your right foot forward, slide the left knee back, and then the hands are on the chair base. It's low lunge. You can do like that. It's a way to do lunge if you're not comfortable with the hands on the ground. Some people use yoga blocks, but the chair is even higher. And then you'll switch. You'll hold a few slow breaths each side. Okay, stay on the ground. If you're on the floor and comfortable, let's try puppy dog on the ground. You keep your knees on the ground, your hands on the chair, and then you shift your hips back, bringing the ears between the arms. Little puppy dog stretch. Okay, puppy dog is kind of like that. If you're on the floor, by the way, your hips are over the knees and you don't want the chair, you walk your hands forward with the forehead down. Down dog, you lift the hips like an upside down triangle. Okay, but I'll show down dog with the chair. You could do down dog on the floor if you don't want the chair. For those of you who are gonna stay standing, you don't want to put weight on the wrist. You're gonna hold the chair top, breathing in. Stand tall, feet grounded. Then you're gonna exhale, walk the legs back and the hips back, stretching the spine. The knees may bend. Downward dog. If you want to go lower and face the seat, the base of the chair, breathe in, arms up, then bring your hands on the chair base as you walk the hips back there, getting a little more angle like the dog's stretch. And come out when you're ready. I'll show the seated version for those that are sitting. You have a seat. You take the arms up with the palms forward and you breathe in. As you breathe out, you lean forward, chin towards chest, stretch the arms to create a sort of similar shape like the down dog on the floor, but you're in the opposite direction. You're not lifting the hips up. Instead, you're pressing the hips down and the arms up. Just trying to get a little length to the back. And then up. And then let's all have a seat. When you're done, close the eyes and pause in mountain pose. Okay, observe the body. Place your hands on the thigh. We're going to go right into some chair push-ups. No. So bring your hands above the knee. Let's just roll our shoulders for a moment. Okay, come here, Mela. My cat's calling. Come in, Mela. Bring your hands above the knee. Hug your elbows towards your side ribs. Lean forward. And then we're going to go up and down like that. Little chair push-ups without getting on the ground. You're welcome to do regular push-ups on the floor or up and down, up and down. Keep going, a few more. Keep going with the push-ups. My cat's gonna check in. He's your boot camp drill sergeant for your chair push-ups. Melek, how they doing? How they doing? 10 more. 1, here's his pause. He's doing them with you. 2, 3, here's his little pause. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, Melek. What do you think? Okay, they could take a break. Take a break. Take a break. And now, second set, hands to the thigh. Keep going. Second round. Bend the elbows up and down, up and down. For the first time yesterday morning in 3 years since I adopted my cat, he didn't wake me up in the morning. Usually gets me up like 5, 5:10, 4:10. Meow, meow. He wants food. He didn't, I don't know what was going on. Maybe the heat. He didn't wake me up. I was a little nervous when I got up. I was like, is he okay? He ended up being fine. He didn't eat till 11:45. It was the first time I slept a normal 8 hours without broken sleep for my cat, which is ridiculous. Okay, two more. Today, though, he was back to his normal antics, 5 a.m. Meow, meow. So that ended quick. All right. Okay, shake it out. As a yogini, someone who practices yoga, I technically should be on my own naturally getting up every day around 5 to meditate, but usually my cat beats me to it. So, okay, so now arms out. We're going to do that crisscross, loosen up your shoulders. We're going to do one more arm exercise without weights. It's not yoga, it's just toning the triceps. I've taught this before here. And then we'll go back to yoga poses. So you're going to bend your knees. If you want to stand and add leg strength, bend your knees, lean a little forward, take your arms back so the back of the palms face up to the sky. You could do it seated. You just stay where you are. Just showing you from the side. You just lean forward. And then we're just going to do a little pulsing up and down with the arms. Like you're dribbling a basketball on the ceiling. Up and down, just like that. The trick is really to keep the upper arms lifting as high as you can. And then from there, dribble, dribble. Dribble, dribble on the ceiling. A few more. Okay, next one. Bend the knees more if you're standing. Go for that leg strength. Enjoy that squat. Next one, lift the arms up. Hold them up. Bring the hands towards each other and out and up and down. In, out, up, down. In, out, up, down. Just like that, upper arm strength. I feel it. I hope you feel that in the upper arm. If you don't feel it, it could be because your arms are too low. So lift them higher. You're going in, out, up, down. Just a few more. If it hurts your shoulder joint, do lower the arms so you're not creating pain. And then relax, shake it out. Good work. Come up standing or stay standing if you want. Shake it out, roll the shoulders. Okay, we did our lunges, our down dog, our cat-cow. Some arm strength, push-ups, chair push-ups. Now we're going to work on balance. So bring your feet together. We did do a little balance. We lifted up and down like that. But now let's hold with tree. So you place your foot on the inner shin, open the knee out to the side. Same thing if you're seated. If you can lift your foot to the thigh, even if you're seated, that means your foot will be in the chair base. Go as high as you can. You want to hold the chair. Try one arm out. If you don't need the chair or want to try practicing without, try joining the palms to prayer pose, focusing the eyes on one point that's not moving. And then you could take the arms all the way up. Vrikshasana, the tree. Find a point that's non-moving, not moving to focus on. The palms are in prayer overhead. If my hands are getting cut off. And then come out and we'll switch sides. Good work. When I do this, I actually literally look at a redwood tree branch out my window because I'm in Marin with the redwoods. So if you're looking out a window, actually find a tree for inspiration called tree pose. The second side, lift your foot to the shin, open the knee. Seated or standing, you lift, maybe you can get the foot above the knee. Your leg is the tree trunk, strong and steady. The other arm can come out, or you can practice prayer. You might need to go prayer pose back to the chair. If you're new to no chair, over time, you might be able to take the arms overhead, keeping the palms in prayer. Vrikshasana. Steady the breath, steady the focus. When you come out, lower the arms, lower the leg, and shake it out. Good work. Okay, next one, we're going to do the eagle, Garudasana. Garuda. So feet together for this. Same thing seated. We're going to bend the knees if you're standing and then lean a little forward. If you don't need a chair, you're going to take your right arm over the left, lift the elbows up, let the shoulders drop down, and then take the arms up. Now you can keep both feet on the ground and just work there. If you want to practice balance, if your right arm's over the left, take your left foot forward, lift the left heel. The next step, maybe cross your left leg over right in eagle, Garudasana. You're on one leg. You can do that seated. And then it's not so much balance, but you can get the little shoulder opening. Okay, when you want to switch sides, you ground the feet. And then you switch. If your left arm's over right, you take your right foot forward and lift the heel. Opposite legs on top. Maybe the leg can cross as you lean a little forward, but keep lifting the elbows up. Eagle. And release, shake it out. Good work. Feels so good to get the body moving, right? Every day, you got to work the body. Strong legs. Keep the back flexible. Get the heart going. At least 20 minutes a day. We need cardio. Get the cardiovascular. Get the blood going. Flowing, pumping heart. You can't walk comfortably or other things. You could do yoga in the chair. Do sun salutes. So many options. Okay, this next one, we're going to work now on leg strength. And we're going to switch high lunge. If you need to sit, you're going to do this. You sit with half your thigh on the chair and you sit tall. You're going to inhale, lift one leg up, exhale, lower, and you'll alternate. Strong thighs, quadricep muscles can protect your knee from hurting or knee pain. So you'll just do that, not just, but you'll simple, but repetition. The standing version, feet are hip width, toes forward. You can hold the chair top and then you step your right leg back, bend the left knee, high lunge. You step it forward, mountain, and you switch. Left leg back, right leg bends. So on your own, we're going to go back and forth, high lunge to mountain. If you want to keep this more yogic, connected and aware of breath, not just a physical exercise, stay with your breath. Maybe inhale, lunge, exhale, mountain. Switch sides, inhale, lunge, exhale, mountain. Go purposeful with breath. If you want to reverse that, you can. You can inhale, mountain, exhale, lunge, inhale, mountain. That feels a little counterintuitive to me. I would rather inhale, lunge, exhale, mountain, but up to you. Just either way, what feels the most natural. Let's try a few more. I can feel that. You're pushing off the back foot glute. Now I'm going to go slow motion. Watch this. When you push off that back foot, watch this. Slow motion. Watch. I'm on one leg. That's left glute and leg strength as you step forward. You don't have to go that slow, but just showing you that's the muscles you're working. Outer thigh, glute, leg. Good. One more each side. You're doing great. And then relax. Mountain pose. If you don't need the chair, relax your arms, close your eyes, and pause. Observe the body and breath. Okay, let's have a seat for the next one. We're going to stretch out some of what you just strengthened for pigeon, seated pigeon. Okay, so once you're sitting, cross one ankle over the opposite thigh and flex the foot. You can hold the shin and breathe in. As you exhale, bow forward. And then switch. If that's pulling on your knee, just lower the foot down or do your best. Flex your top foot, breathe in. Exhale, you can pull on the shin or just hinge forward. Seated pigeon, second side. Let's try cradle pose next, because this pose leads into cradle. So go back to the first side. If you can comfortably get your ankle on the thigh, place one hand under the heel of the foot, the other under the knee, and then if you can lift your foot higher, cradle back and forth. I'll show a more gentle version in a moment called cradle. If you can get your foot on the inner elbow and the other elbow on the outer knee, you can rock your lower leg like a baby, cradle pose. You can go down and up, little hip opening. Get your foot around the head, go for it. You'll switch sides. Hold on, I'll show in a second the more gentle version. If this is comfortable, down and up, cradle pose, or foot to the knee. Okay, so gentle version would just be your feet hip width and just move one knee out and in. That might be more accessible or comfortable for your body. You switch, or you can do both side to side. And then when you're done, relax, close your eyes, and observe the body. Okay, Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Gentle version, feet together. Maybe the heels lift a little and the knees open and hold. Create a diamond shape in the legs, a little hip opening. If comfortable, still maybe gentle depending on your body, the flexibility. You can try bringing your feet on the chair base, holding the ankles, sitting tall, or the toes, or you can make your peace fingers, index and middle finger can hook around the big toe. And then sit tall. You could do this on the floor, but chair yoga is available, so you don't have to get down on the ground if it's not comfortable, or maybe you're at work. I don't know if you do this one at work, but maybe at your desk, a little wake up, hip opening break if you need a break. And then release, mountain pose, good work. Close the eyes, let's pause and observe the breath and the body. Okay, Ardha Matsyendrasana is next, the seated spinal twist. So let's bring your legs together. Let's cross your right leg over left. Let's breathe in, take the right arm up. As you exhale, take the right hand behind you, twisting to the right, and then take your left arm to the outside of the right leg. Spinal twist. And then we'll switch, uncross the legs. Cross your left leg over the right. Take your left hand behind you. Breathe in as you take the right arm up. As you breathe out, cross the right arm over the left leg, gently twist to the left. Spinal twist, second side. Release, find center, close the eyes, observe the body. If you notice the upper back still feels a little tight, even after that twist, you can do called a hugging twist. Give yourself a hug and a little rocking of the upper back side to side. And then switch. Little rocking movement side to side. Good work. And shake it out. Shake it out. Okay, let's do the archer pose. I'll show seated or standing, up to you. You're going to take your thumbs up. Let's start with this seated. Stretch your arms out. Take your left arm to the left, pull the right hand to the right shoulder and maybe beyond, and then look to the left at your thumbnail. And this is just the arm part of archer, like a playing archery, bow and arrow, shooting the bow and arrow. And then we'll switch, bring the arms forward, inhale, exhale, switch sides. Take your left hand to the left shoulder, look to the right thumbnail and hold. And center, inhale, exhale, lower and relax. Okay, second round, you repeat seated. Actually, the seated, you could add the legs too. Let's just do that first. So Take your right arm to the right, left hand pulls to the left shoulder. And then now we're going to look to the right thumbnail, take your legs wide, and then stretch your left leg. So you flex your left foot with the toes pulling towards you, the right leg's bent, and then you look to the right. Okay, so you can do that, and then you switch. That will include a little leg stretch, or leg strength actually with thigh. For the standing, you go behind your chair, step your right leg back, pull the right hand back to the right shoulder, then open the hip to the right, and then look to the left. If you don't need the chair, take the left thumb up and hold archer. That way you're getting balance and leg strength. And then you'll switch. And mountain. Come out when you're done. Good work. All right. How we feeling? Take a sip of water if you need. We're going to do one more pose before relaxing. Okay, so I'm going to do a leg stretch. If you have a belt, you can grab it. If not, you can just hold your leg. You're going to lift your thigh up. If you want to lay down on the ground, you could do this laying down, but for chair and office yoga class, I'll show the seated, but same thing laying on your back. You stretch one leg up. You can combine, if you're at home, you may want to lay down and stretch the leg in the air. And then other poses might feel better in the chair. So we'll do like leg stretch like that. Point and flex the foot. And you'll switch. And then other poses, you may not put weight. Maybe you just have like pain in the wrist and down dog. So you just want one pose on the chair. You can mix it up. It's not about the chair. It's about your body and breathing and your practice, right? The version of the posture, adapting in the chair is just secondary, just so you can do it. So you can do something, right? So either version, you can point flex if you didn't already. Leg stretch. Try not to lean back. It's tempting. I can feel I'm leaning back. So you want to sit tall. Make sure you got each side in. And then when you're done, just close your eyes and relax your legs. Okay, actually, I'm going to do one more pose. I said one more, but I'm going to add one more to the one more. Let's do a nice side bend. So let's lift the arms up, breathing in. I don't think we did a side bend yet, so let's do crescent moon, a gentle curve, looking to the opposite elbow. And then we got most of our movements in today. We did spinal twist, side bend, forward bend. Let's switch. We did a little back bend in the cow. Okay, wait, I'm going to add one more to the one more to the one more. One more pose, cobra. Let's do a seated back bend or standing. If you can hold your chair arms, you lift the heart, create a back bend. Standing or seated, if you can interlock the fingers, lift the heart, and create a back bend there. I didn't mean to trick you, but we did 3 more poses. Okay, shake it out. Good work. Now we're going to relax. So, Shavasana, seated version, you just slide against the chair, relax the back of the hands on the thigh, and close the eyes. That's simple. If you're comfortable to get down on the floor and you have a wall, you can elevate your legs on the wall or sit against your chair on the floor, roll to the side for legs up the chair. Depending, you might have to go from the front if you have chair arms. And the arms relax. That one's really nice on the back and the legs for your circulation. The wall version is called Viparita Karani. The wall version, get your legs higher up. So your choice. And then remove your glasses if you wear them, so your eyes can close and your face can relax completely. Okay, so settle in to whichever of those 3 versions you chose, so we can close the eyes and let the mind relax within. You've done your exercises, your balance, your movements. And now enjoy the rewards of your practice, the fruits of the practice. Just close the eyes, settle in. As you breathe in, let's squeeze your fist tight. As you breathe out, stretch the fingers and relax, all 10 fingers. As you breathe in, lift the shoulders to the ears. As you breathe out, slide the shoulders away from the ears. And fake a yawn. Relax your face. Relax completely. Feel the back relax, the arms and the legs relax. Relax the toes and fingers. Whole body relaxed. Repeating silently to yourself, I relax, I relax, I am relaxed. You notice the breath. You could stay there if your body feels like you want to relax more, or you could start to deepen the breath. If you're against the walls, push a little bit away from the wall, take the arms overhead. Or if your legs on the chair, stretch the arms overhead, bring the knees to the chest. If you're ready to come out of the pose, roll to the right side. Push off your top arm to ease gently and slowly, either slowly back up into your chair or into a comfortable cross-legged seat, or whatever pose feels best for you, to close the eyes just for a brief few slow breaths to close your eyes and observe the effects, the benefits, what your yoga practice does for you. So close your eyes, observe your back and your posture. We observed our posture and our body before we did our yoga asanas and exercises, relaxing, and now observe it. Take some slow, deep, nourishing breaths in and out through the nose. Feeling centered and relaxed. You can place one hand on the stomach and the chest. You want to thank your body. Palms to prayer, bowing the head to the heart. Good work, everyone. If you want to stay there longer and meditate, of course you can. You don't have to ever rush to end practice, even if the online classes end. That might be the start of your meditation. But if you need to close that as your practice, I hope you enjoyed. Namaste. If when ready, we're going to stop the recording, or maybe it just stopped, I think. Wait.